Hey guys, and welcome back to the Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door playthrough. In the last part, we beat Hooktail, so in this part, plot. After every single boss fight, we have a lot of plot dump, so, there's a lot of text to read. It's an RPG.
Yeah, I mean, look at all that plot, those glorious mustaches and two-dimensional Italian faces, and what? Oh God, she got kidnapped off screen, didn't she?
Told you,
Yep.
mailed the letter out on Friday. It's Tuesday. So yeah, but she wasn't kidnapped by Bowser this time. She was kidnapped by, this guy's name is Grotus, and these guys are called the X-Nauts. Now, if there's one thing I will say about Thousand Year Door's story and writing, I love this game's plot to death. I don't think that Grotus is a very interesting villain, and I don't think... Well, I like the X-Nauts as characters because, like, they're professional and unprofessional at the same time. Like
us.
Yeah, basically. like they call Grotus dude and things, and I find it hilarious. Sorry.
So what is it? Some sort of warlock-led street gang?
Kind of, basically. They're technologically advanced, and they've got all sorts of gadgets and stuff, and they want. It's basically the Grotus, I think, is the weak link among all of them.
All the X-Nauts and was it Crump?
Lord Crump is the purple one.
Crump is they're all pretty kooky or goofy or just all around nuts, but Grotus is pretty vanilla.
Yeah, he's a pretty typical take over the world, remaking in my image kind of bad guy. And I mean, he does have some kind of menace, and he's pretty ruthless at the end of the game, but he's still kind of boring, is the thing.
Does anybody else see that ring around Crump's neck as some sort of elaborate mustache? I that's what I see it as, and every time I see it, I can't help but think of Eggman.
I see it, but it's a collar.
Yeah, it's a collar, but I see mustache.
It's a collar, and all the grunts, it's like a frilly cape sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is easier to see with the X-Nauts.
Yeah, but I like the normal X-Dots, because it's like, you reign, dude, sir, dude, you reign, Grotus, sir, dude.
Oh God, they're printies.
Yeah, basically, yeah, only... Disgaea 1 came out in 2001 or 2, was it? So I guess this came out after that, but...
Yeah, Disgaea 1 was a PlayStation 1 game, I think.
I think it might have been early PS2.
Or early PS2, I'm not really sure.
That's another series I have to get around to eventually.
It's an excellent series. It is a very excellent series. I recommend it.
That's the one where characters can level up to like 9999, right?
Yeah, well, it's a ridiculous game in many different senses.
But these are the Shadow Sirens. They have their own deal, which we'll be going over more in depth. But for the time being, they work for Grotus. And Beldam, which is the one with the blue hat, she was actually the figure who gave Princess Peach the box that had the map in it. So she did that, and they were planning on capturing Peach right away so that they could take the map, but she got away, and then she mailed the map to Mario, and they picked her up after that.
Why did they give Peach the box with the map in it?
The box needed someone of pure heart in order to open it. And
Well, it's purely full of nothing.
Well, there's nothing no less evil than a complete airhead, so...
Yeah, what if you're pure evil? Can you open the box then?
Isn't that a Dragon Ball Z thing? Like
Sorta.
Yeah,
that's was pure rage.
No. I
like
think
that.
it's how Boo was able to hold back the Spirit Bomb. Because remember how they go out and say if you're pure of heart, you could bounce it back? And I think because Boo was technically pure evil, I guess, he was able to hold the bomb back.
I thought Boo was the one where the Spirit Bomb actually did something.
No, he still dies, because Goku and all that. It's just that, technically, the Spirit Bomb should destroy you on contact. But Boo was able to hold it back because I think they say, he's pure of heart.
Okay.
On the opposite end.
But the Spirit Bomb does end up killing Boo.
Yes.
Because until he becomes Oop.
Can I just call attention to how silly it is to just drape a ballroom dress over the top of the shower like that? It's just...
Well, it's made of paper.
Well,
yeah, it's just that doesn't work.
Also, the fact that Princess Peach was taking a shower there is actually an important plot point. I'll go over that in about 2 minutes.
She sort of puts up her hair after the shower, and then when she walks through the door, it's back down again.
Yeah, it's a very minor cosmetic detail.
Yeah, I like Peach with the ponytail. Maybe that's just because I like a lot of the Mario spin-offs, and she usually
I do too.
Rocks it.
Yeah, she puts on the ponytail when she's doing a sports thing or a motorcycle thing or whatever.
Yeah, so I like Peach with the ponytail more than just her hair down, but that's just me.
It does look pretty nice in terms of design.
Yeah, I also like Peach in this game a lot because she does things. The Mario RPGs are generally better about having Peach be a functional character as opposed to just kind of sitting there.
They also give her a lot more sass.
Yeah,
too.
Which I think is appreciated too.
Well, that comes from the fact that she can talk.
Well, yeah, but it's she's completely self-aware of like how many times she gets fucking kidnapped, and I'm glad they highlight that.
I think I think she just kind of puts up with Bowser because that's what they do. Somebody else like kind of broke in on her routine, and I think she's annoyed about it. Might be the thing. Anyway, this is Tech. He's the computer. He was watching Peach earlier, which is why there was the electricity before the whole scene with Grotus. And he's been watching Peach the entire time while she was in the shower. Yeah. Which is why he wants to know more about Peach.
Your clothes are as flat as paper. Super perm press.
You are the skinniest woman I've ever seen in my life.
Well, technically,
how do you do it?
Technically, she's the only woman he's seen in his life.
This guy's, he's a computer, obviously, but I think computer voices, and I immediately thought of Ryan may know what I'm talking about, like Hardak from Batman the Animated Series.
It's just too weird.
I just normally give him a stereotypical, like, a HAL 9000 voice.
Yeah, a Hardak was pretty much that anyway. But I immediately
close enough.
That. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Best line. What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Well, I can explain it to you, but baby, don't hurt me.
And this computer would later reincarnate into the main character of Final Fantasy VI.
He also wants to know what love is and wants her to show him. How many more music references can we make? Can we keep it going? No?
I don't listen to music, so don't look at me.
Come on, man. That was Foreigner. You don't know Foreigner?
No. I know that song because I've heard it everywhere. I don't know who sings it or what else they've sung.
It's Foreigner. Foreigner. They also did Jukebox Hero. You gotta have heard Jukebox Hero, right?
If I have, I don't know what it's called.
It's Jukebox Hero. Oh, fuck. I don't have Foreigner on my phone. I need to put that there. Thanks for reminding me about that. Anyway, back on topic. Yeah. Basically, Peach will help out Tech, learn about love in each chapter, and then Tech in turn will allow Peach to email Mario. So this is basically our replacement for the Twink and Peach segments from the original Paper Mario.
So I assume this computer has no connection to the internet because it can't just ring up dictionary.com and figure out what the word means.
Well, it must do if you have to send emails from it.
Actually, he does bring mention to that. One of the first things he says is that I have definitions of love, but I do not understand it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know what it feels like.
Also, he was programmed by the villains too, so it's not beneficial to them for him to understand it. But he was also programmed to be the perfect computer, so he feels like he needs to know it in order to fulfill his job better. So it's actually an interesting.
Bad guys need to hire better programmers who know where the loopholes are, so they can close them, and stuff like this won't happen.
I like Tech though. I think it's a relatively interesting idea. Kind of creepy, loving Princess Peach connotations aside. I think he's a relatively cool AI.
It's really fucking fast though. I mean, one stare at a shower, and all of a sudden you want to know what love is. Creep.
Man. But anyway, now that Princess Peach is over, we're getting to what's personally
the
my
best
favorite
character in the game.
Oh man, fucking Bowser. Why isn't this like this in the other games? Like, I know Bowser's Inside Story, he's got a pretty big role too, apparently. But he's downplayed in almost every other RPG, and he's the best fucking part. Like, I don't want to make this playthrough a Sticker Star hate fest, but Bowser doesn't say a single word of dialogue, and his dialogue is literally one of the best parts of this entire game, and that has always rubbed me the wrong way about Sticker Star.
So I was a little distracted there. I would say compared to Thousand Year Door, Bowser's at his best in Inside Story. Lot of memorable dialogue in that one too.
Well, everything Bowser says is really memorable here too, and he's just the game's punching bag too, which is great because they don't take him seriously unlike other games do.
Well, it's because he's been beaten so many times. He is a joke at this point.
Yeah, but they're allowed to make fun of themselves in these RPGs, so you can roll with it and have fun. That's why I think that the Mario platformers don't tend to have much character. But the spin-offs do, and that's why I almost prefer them, to be perfectly honest.
I love this guy.
He's not funny. Are we just going to sit here reading all the dialogue?
I think we may have to, because you get absorbed in it so easily.
No, that's exactly what I'm doing, because I've never played this game before. So I like, not even to the extent that I had played Paper Mario before we did that commentary. So this is completely new to me, and I've never seen Bowser quite this entertaining. Well,
yeah.
I think I might have gotten far enough in Super Paper Mario to hear some of his dialogue there.
Well, the game starts with him marrying Princess Peach, which is great. Bowser's just as funny in that game too. I think, there's a lot of touching scenes in that game as well. And if you have Bowser out as your playable character at that point, he'll kind of just ruin the mood, which is hilarious. But yeah, I think the sections here I think work well because he's also not overexposed. Because if you play as the entire Super Paper Mario as Bowser, you get his dialogue as every single line, and eventually the joke wears thin.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Deadpool game.
Yeah, so the fact that you only see Bowser once a chapter, really it keeps it's just enough time. Like you get about 5-10 minutes with him every chapter. That's all you need.
It keeps you wanting more.
Yeah.
Treasure.
And of course, Bowser only wants it because Mario's going after it.
Yeah. They sound like, I think his line is, they sound like good world-conquering tools. I want them.
Yeah. Well, that's only part of it though, because I think it's at this point you find out that someone else has kidnapped Princess Peach.
Well, no. More importantly, do you guys like fried eggs?
Yeah.
I'm actually not really an egg person, so I was being honest there.
Well, she mentions this place anyway.
Yeah, no matter.
Regardless.
Yeah, it's just one line of dialogue. But I love Cammy Koopa too because she's kind of bland in the original Paper Mario as well, but she's a really great foil to Bowser here. And it's a shame that she's not brought back in any of the other games as well. They kind of just replaced her with Kamek at this point, who I think is a little bit more vanilla. So again, I think for some reason a lot of Nintendo stuff, they're really hesitant to bring side spin-off characters into main games, which is a shame. Like, you see that with Waluigi and stuff, too.
Well, I think part of it is because the side games, a lot of the creative stuff in the side games is done by other people.
Yeah.
And the main games are Miyamoto-led. And Miyamoto wants to use Miyamoto ideas,
I don't know how much input Miyamoto had over the Paper Mario games, actually. I think he might be listed as a producer, but...
I mean, you mean apart from Sticker Star, where a passing comment changes
I was gonna say, you want the person, do you want another person responsible for Sticker Star?
Hey, yeah, best line in the game, though. Nobody can kidnap her without my say-so. I gotta kidnap her back. And, all the minions have gotta repair that fucking wall, dude. Yeah.
Just get some construction paper.
Slap some duct tape on it, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's made of paper.
It's made of wood.
Well, if it's made of...
It's a stone wall made of wood.
Yeah.
Well, if it's made of paper, does that count as wood?
Paper's made from wood.
Paper's made from wood, yes. Have I been living a lie this entire time?